Oh, hello, guys.
Hi. Oh, we're recording.
Oh, yeah. We recorded this whole time.
Woo! Good thing I didn't say anything bad.
Well, I've edited it out.
You can. Okay.
Hi, I'm Alicia, also known as AK47 on Ravelry.
I am Liz, also known as Lizzie215 on Ravelry.
And you're in Seattle with the two of us in my humble abode. How's your week been? It's late in the week.
It is later in the week. Usually we tape early in the week, and now it's midweek. And that's my fault. I had teeth cleaning that I had to go to.
And no bad news?
No bad news.
Woohoo!
Just normal bad genetics.
Normal
I have
teeth.
good teeth, bad gums.
Yeah. So you got the extra cleaning.
So I had the extra cleaning.
I need to go see a dentist pretty soon.
But nothing, nothing bad, no new problems.
No new problems.
They don't know about and
Your
stuff.
gums aren't receding.
No, gums aren't receding or anything,
Some kind of
I
operation.
just have to go in for the, at least 1 or 2 extra cleanings a year. And
the
then,
deep tissue massage
and then
of your gums.
every 2 or 3 years I have to have a deep cleaning. And so this was a deep cleaning. Okay, too much information now about my gums.
Welcome to our world. So it's been a few days since our normal recording. And a lot has happened for my knitting. How about your knitting?
Nope, my
Finish
knitting
anything?
haven't finished anything, but I did get some good progress on my cowl.
Okay. Well, I've got a finished object.
Yay!
So let's
what
talk
do you
about
got?
finish first.
Okay.
So I finished a shawl.
Ooh.
A shawl I started last year, last week. The Martina Bam Fractal Danger.
Yes.
And Sean is being my model in the picture that you're seeing right now. And usually if a face has to be in the picture, or if there's a moment where a face might be in a picture, Sean models stuff for me. So if it's a hat, or this shawl for instance. So yeah, he's a trooper.
Yay!
It turned out more of a scarf.
Okay.
It wasn't very deep. It's quite shallow.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like that, right? So if I were to do it again, and I really enjoyed the pattern, so I might do it again. I would do it in DK because it would make it deeper and warmer, like heavier weight.
Okay.
So it was out of fingering. I did it in Serious Black colorway by O-Loops. Loved the colorway. A lot of Gryffindor showed up in there.
Nice.
There was some times where it pooled because it has a lot of short rows in it. It's garter, so it's mostly knitting. There's some yarn overs, and there's one purl at the beginning of every other row. Otherwise, it's all knit. And it was super fun and easy to find where you were in the pattern. Some number of rows you have a yarn over row, so you could count how many repeats you've done of the pattern.
Okay.
Which is super simple. So it was really fun. It was very addicting.
It's a good TV knit, sounds like.
It was a great TV knit. Now, I was making it for my roommate, so I couldn't really do much in front of the television because my roommate was there too. And not that she is peeping over my shoulder or anything, but I really didn't want her to be like, ooh, what are you making? So, yeah, but finished it within like 6 or 7 days. So if you guys need a quick knit and you've got the time, this thing is addicting.
Cool.
Seriously stayed up late doing it. Really happy with it. She's wearing it every single day. So I've already gifted it. It qualified for that gift along we talked about last time for fish belly fibers. And yeah, still just knitting along. Oh, I got a hoe.
You got a hoe?
A hoe too, guys. Since we're talking about faux, might as well talk about a hoe. So this is the escalator socks. Aren't they lovely?
Those are fun. I like those.
Hugely addicting as well. So these are for Sean. So another gift knit I'm working on. I did my coordinating heels, toes, and cuffs. Can you see the toe? Now, these don't coordinate in any way. Like, I didn't use these 2 color wavies because they match.
No, but they look good together.
They're zombie.
Yeah.
So I zombied up his Ready Player One. So this is Dry Bones in the gray.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ready Player One is the stripes. Really enjoyable. The stripes are really fun. They're kind of short. I think probably only 4 or 5 rows of stripe. And you're right into the next one. And this pattern is super simple. I had it memorized within the first 5 or 6 rows.
What was the name of it again?
It's called Escalator Socks, and they're by Sarah Amoroso.
Those are fun. I like those.
Aren't they
I'm gonna have to
great?
do those.
They're fast. They're fast because, yeah, it's so simple, and you're just shifting the pattern one stitch every other row,
Oh yeah.
and you repeat the row before. So it's super simple, super simple. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's what I finished.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our conclusions and recommendations. What do you have as lab work?
I am still working on my Nice Stitch cowl by Susan
So
Ashcroft, and yeah, we talked last week that
You were avoiding pooling.
I was avoiding pooling, so I had restarted, and now I'm doing. I think it's not pooling.
Yeah, that looks really great. There's kind of a blip 2 rows later.
Yeah, there's
Right?
there's
So
a
it's kind of
little
fun
pooling.
patterning.
Yeah, there's a little pooling in it, but not a lot like I was seeing after I first started when I had the 74 stitches. I don't mind this. This is a little bit.
That's so gorgeous. That colorway we're gonna have to trade.
Yeah, so I really like this, and I think maybe I need to go probably about another 6 or 7 inches, and then I should be at a good point, I think, to put them together, so I have kind of just like a cowl that'll sit right here.
So you decided to just do it long enough for just pulling it over your head.
Yeah, just pulling over my head and a little thing, not too tight to my neck, and we're good. So I think probably another 6 or 7 inches, and I should be good.
Are you thinking of keeping this one?
Yes, I'm definitely going to keep this one.
What? That's like 1 in 17 projects she keeps.
Yes, I think. Well, no, because I wanted a light cowl for we don't get super cold here in the Northwest, but just something nice around your neck that could even, and I'm a total t-shirt gal that would dress up my t-shirts.
Yeah. It might cover up the design on it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Or it'll cover up my, one of my kids spitting on me.
There you go.
Or boogers.
It's
fall. It's boogers. Yes.
Yeah, it's booger season.
It's booger season, so this is it. So yeah, I think another 6 or 7 inches and I should be good. And so hopefully.
Is it going well?
Yes.
Is it a quick knit?
It is a very quick knit. It's super easy. Again, very easy to memorize as well.
Excellent.
And yeah, I can't wait. And hopefully by the next time we talk, it should be done or very close to being done.
Yes. No, I believe it's going to be done.
I think it's going to be
because
done.
you got far.
You
were at the cast on. Did you have a marker showing where
No, I was on the cast on though. Like you see these bright pink.
Yeah,
and green.
that's where she was.
That's where I was.
We didn't even see her color.
Yeah, you couldn't even see it. I maybe had done 1 or 2 rows. And so yeah.
So what is that colorway?
This is Dean Thomas by Old Loops.
It's got some brown.
It's got browns and golds and
maybe some
cream, some citrine if you want to go more like a yellow than a gold. It's like a citrine. So yeah, it'll go well with my jeans and t-shirt wardrobe.
For sure. Yeah. And you wear a lot of light colors like you are today.
Yeah, I wear a lot. I wear a lot of gray. I wear a lot of gray.
Look how great it looks against you right now.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And yeah, and that's all I've done. I have not worked on any hexie poofs.
No thesis.
No thesis. Okay. No nothing. I'm trying to get this done to go with the
This is your October.
This is my October main challenge. And I think I need to do another 6 or 7 inches anyways to hit the 200 yards minimum.
Yes. Yeah, so you either have to do 75 grams or 200 yards. Right. So she could just weigh her ball and
here's my ball and do my math.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I will do that. I think
I was like 460 in the skeins.
Right. So I think I'm almost halfway through, but another 6 or 7 inches I'll definitely be halfway through, which will be 200 yards.
Exactly. That is awesome.
Yes.
Oh, I'm probably poking you with a ball back here.
That.
I was working on a couple things this week. I kind of got overwhelmed by the to-do list. Mostly because we talked about hexagons last time, and I said I was 12 behind. I got in my head that maybe I should do 4 a month.
Oh no.
So I have to give up the ghost and say if I get a hexagon done, I get a hexagon done. But it was kind of interrupting my flow. So
that's what stole your knitting mojo.
It stole a little bit of mojo this week, but I did go crazy last week. So I'm in the middle of the row, of course. So I started my second sock. So just in the ribbing on the first colorway, which is the dry bones. Since I've already done 1 sock, I know my goals for the next one. The first one, I get kind of caught up in the foot of the first one because I'm thinking, is it long enough? Is it long enough now? And it's for Sean, so he has to be around when I'm wondering if it's long enough. Should I just stall for a while and then just wait for him to come home and then try it on? So now that the first sock's done, I can count how many. Off of that one. Yeah. So this one should go better, smoother. But I realized that my tension was really loose at the top, and then it tightened up for the leg. So I'm trying to decide if I do it the same on this one. I ended on the color before I started the next one. So like I ended on orange perfectly on this, and I start on the gray that follows the orange. So I was thinking, oh man, this is the perfect sock. But now I'm worried, okay, what if I don't have the same tension and it doesn't do it again? Because usually I don't match my socks. I don't care. But now that it did match it by itself, it's
now all of a sudden
it's a challenge now. So I'm a little worried about that. The stupid things we worry about as knitters, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's not all I worked on. The second thing I worked on was those Hermione mitts that I kind of had to start last week.
Yes.
I got a little bit further.
Oh, they're pretty. I
And
love
they're
the color.
pulling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty. Oh, I'm loving it. So this is Hermione's everyday sock pattern because I'm using sock weight yarn. But she has Hermione mitts. Well, I'm making mitts with her Hermione pattern. I'm using leftovers of the Araucania that I used before on the other mitts that I did that was also Erica Luder, which was the companion mitts. I have 55 grams, so I'm using the exact same count as the last one. The pattern changed a little bit, right? But I should be using about the same amount of yarn. So I should not run out of yarn. I should have just enough. I'll probably think I'm playing yarn chicken, but I should be fine. And then I also picked up my thesis, an old thesis.
Wow,
And it's behind
I don't think we've
me.
ever seen this.
Yeah, so this
We
is a
haven't
new
shown
one
this
for
on
you
the
guys.
vlog, yeah.
So this is the 10 stitch blanket. And now I can't think of who this is by.
She'll put it up.
But it's big.
It's looking so good.
I'm really liking it. Now, when I put it down, it was a while ago, but it was right after I finished with the minis from ZK 2016. And then I just started at this corner yesterday. So I got another colorway in.
It looks so good.
And Liz probably recognizes the colorway I just finished. This one?
Which one's that one? I do recognize it, but I can't remember. Is that the candy corn?
No, her son has a sweater from me in this colorway.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah. Okay, let me defend myself. She gave my son this sweater when he was like a newborn.
Yep. It's been a while.
It's been a while. So yeah, so it's been stowed away already.
So that's Pelvic Sorcery by Penguin Soup. Now Penguin Soup is a lovely dyer that doesn't dye anymore. But I have a lot of her skeins because I'm hoarding them. So it came time where I needed to think of something to make for Liz's baby. And I thought, this is called Pelvic Sorcery, and it's from a Marvel movie. And her husband loves Marvel.
Yes, my husband's a huge Marvel fan.
So I thought it was very poignant.
It was.
And it was orange, so she could use it on a next baby if there's a next baby.
So Pelvic Sorcery, by the way, is a quote from Guardians of the Galaxy.
The first one.
Yeah, for people who don't know. So
it has the sunset in the background, and they're standing on a balcony, and it's a
she
good
accuses
pose.
him of Gamora accuses Star-Lord of using his pelvic sorcery against her.
Yeah, so it's an awesome colorway, and I was super stoked to use it for a baby because that's pelvic sorcery in itself.
The baby is a result of pelvic sorcery. That is so true.
So she has a little baby sweater. I made that baby vertebrae. Super fun pattern. Goes really quick, and most mothers like it because their kids can still feel free to spit up on themselves.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
And
hit
the
the
sweater is not coming into contact.
Yes,
with it.
so true.
So those sweaters that people complain that are always open, yeah, it's an always open baby sweater, and it's awesome. It went by so fast. That's
when you're making it newborn size, like literally, it's like slightly bigger than my hand.
Tiny. I think I used like half a skein, maybe, of sock yarn. It's a free pattern. I just can't say enough good things about it. But so this is my scrap blanket. I have about 100 grams of scraps. I'm very behind. I did, like, before I cast it on, I had about 100 grams of scraps, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna hoard up a bunch because I kind of want to get it to a good size. Like, I don't want to start it and then run out of yarn, right? When you're still having the mojo. So
now I should be way behind.
Now I'm way behind because I've built up my mojo. Hypothetically, this kinetic mojo that I'm talking about. Yeah. So I started it yesterday, and it took me all day to do 6 grams. But part of it was you have so much to choose from. Like for Liz's blanket, she's not piecing them next to each other yet.
No.
So she can pick whatever she wants.
I pick whatever colors come out. I'd like grab it.
Yeah, you can just blind pick one.
Yeah.
This one, I'm like, is that too close to a purple? Am I bringing in enough color from the other side? So how I pick for mine is I look for the opposite, so not the adjacent corner, but the opposite corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I look to see what I was using way over there. And I try to integrate it so that the colors are balanced in the blanket. But there's more than 8 colors you can pick from, right? So after a while, you're just like, ooh, I haven't used yellow in a long time. So I'm back to yellow because I have a big piece of yellow here. And I put yellow in small spots all over the place because I don't have a lot of that color. But yeah, so this has been fun. I got a little stalled yesterday, and finally I said, okay, I'm going to the Christmas swap that I did last year, and I'm only picking those. I'm going to try to put them all in order around, so I only have like 12 to choose from. That helped a little bit. Then it turns out there's a lot of green.
There was a lot of green because it's a Christmas swap.
It was a Christmas swap, so I got a lot of red and green. So then, yeah, so now I have to decide on that. But for the most part, I got the next 3 ready. So I should be pacified for a week with 3.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. So it was fun.
I need to pull out my 10-stitch blanket.
So
it's
welcome
behind.
to my thesis blanket that you haven't seen before. Otherwise, I don't have any new cast-ons.
I don't have any.
Are you
new
thinking
cast-ons
of your
either.
next cast-on?
I
Are you thinking of picking up something that's already in process?
would like to do one new cast-on.
Okay.
For
you know you can
for detention
associate it.
purposes.
Yeah, you can associate it to a challenge
Yeah.
in this month,
Mm-hmm.
and then only get half the points for it if you finish it before December.
Which is what I'm thinking of doing.
I'm thinking of doing that too.
But I haven't quite figured out what. It'll probably be
Okay.
some socks, maybe.
All right.
Because then I can associate it to, the free
Dobby.
Dobby challenge.
Yeah.
So either socks for one of my minions,
Okay.
I think will be it. Because little kid socks, I don't feel bad casting them on because I don't think that's going to be a main challenge.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And so it seems like a
But
good.
that would go into Slug Club too.
It would go into Slug Club, but I don't think you can double dip. You either choose one or the
Yeah.
other. So I'll probably do it for Slug Club because I think I get more points.
Well, I would wait because what if you finish it this month? Then it could work for Dobby, right?
Right.
Well, I guess
If
it
I
could work for Dobby either way, but
yeah, no, but if I finish it this month, then it's worth 10 points.
exactly.
But if I finish it later, then it should go into Slug Club because then I
Exactly.
get more points. So we're gonna do socks. That
Yes.
sounds good, and then that way it's either way.
Yep, I like it.
How about you?
I'm thinking of casting on a vest
Oh yeah.
from the Wizard book. So there was a magazine that came out with all Harry Potter patterns. Well, that sold out. I think they printed that a couple of times, and it sold out every time. So then they published a book with those same patterns. And I don't think they put any new ones in it, as I
Okay.
recall. But I have the book. I'm probably telling you what the book is right now. Something about wizardry or something. But I have that, and I was thinking of doing. I can never think of the name, but I think it was named after Luna Lovegood. That character. It's a yellow vest in the book, and mine's actually going to be in that honey color that I told you guys last time that it was pure cashmere or something, and I got a really good price on it. But I hate the color, so I might over dye it after it's knit up.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Mm-hmm. But that will count for friends of Harry Potter.
Yes.
So if I don't finish it, which I don't intend to finish it, this is with the intention that I have something that will carry on into the next couple of months. Because this do 3 single things in a month, it's a weird stress for me. It's very weird. Like, if I don't want to run out of time, right? I want it to fill up the whole month. And so I don't have these lagging week or
Right.
week
So
or two.
this is a way to fill up the month without,
but still have it count for Harry the Park
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, no, and that's why I'm thinking of the socks as well.
Yeah. So, well then, highly successful week, because you got a lot done on that cowl.
I did.
I am really proud of you.
Me too. So yeah, I think I will be able to finish it, and I love the simple patterning. I think I mean, even though sometimes like Alicia says you hate knitting it, these are the things you end up wearing the most.
Yeah, I know. It's always the ones that I didn't enjoy the knit I wear
the most, right?
Thoroughly.
And I am enjoying the knit. Like it's a very easy knit and stuff. It's just it doesn't look very intricate. After and stuff, but it's fun, and I have a feeling
There's not a lot of interest. Yeah,
I will wear it a lot.
but the texture is fun.
The texture is fun.
The texture is what holds the warmth,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is going to be a perfect piece of clothing.
Yes.
I'm trying to think if we had any questions in the boards, and I don't think so.
No questions.
Feel free to ask us some questions that you would want us to banter about. We don't usually agree on things, so it makes for good conversation.
Nope.
Oh, the train is coming.
The train is coming back.
Have you been watching Holly's reports? Because Holly is a dyer.
She has reports?
Yeah. She says she's sending some 10-gram ones so that we can share them, so we don't have to feel like we don't get a
No, I did not see that. I was looking for her pictures. I wanted her to post what she said. She hasn't yet.
Come on, Holly.
Come
Get
on,
it.
Holly.
Hopefully by the time this has been set up on
and
YouTube.
I know, because
it'll be
even
there.
though I'm not the best sometimes at the boards, I do try to make it a point of looking at the boards before we're going to tape.
Yes.
And so
to make sure that we have
And so I
some
looked last
knowledge to
night
spend.
and I looked this morning, and there was nothing. Like, I know Holly had gotten it. She was waiting to get home, or she had to finish something. She had to finish working before she could play.
Yeah.
And then no.
Yep. She says there's going to be some heavy skeins so we can share. And I'm really excited because we tend to like the same colors.
We do tend to like the same colors.
Mm-hmm. So another thing, people are finishing stuff for the way to go.
I saw that Lindsay went crazy with the hats.
I know. You are such a quick knitter. Kind of jealous. Yeah, I was weighing mine with the needles in. I don't know why I didn't just go upstairs and put another set of interchangeables on my weighing machine so I could see that it was more than a couple grams. So I was like, oh yeah, 90 grams. This is perfect. My needles probably weigh 1 gram, so I'll be in the 88. I don't count for 87.
Well, you can just steal it.
I thought about putting a finger on there just so I can get into 88.
You can steal 1 gram from something else.
Yeah. So now I'm going to have to.
I'm sure you'll have extra grams on the socks or something.
This is only 30.
Yeah, so if the other one's 30, then you have 20 extra grams. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Someone else is doing my math for me. Thank goodness. But I was really bummed when it came out. I was like, really? I could have just done another repeat. Oh, and that whole time, the shawl, I was off. I was supposed to be at 55 grams used when you finish the first set of pattern. I was at 40. I was like, I'm going to have to add all kinds of extra crap in here. So I added a couple extra repeats in the middle section and then again at the end of the section. And then finally I was like, I'm done. I'm over it. It's good enough. I'm done. I've done 400 yards for this 200-yard project. Yeah. Stupid frustrations. You can relate. Yes. So that's the story over here. Thank you guys for joining us.
No, wait, I have something else.
Good.
I have something else.
Okay, tell us something.
So, funny story. Last week was my wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Even
October.
funnier, both me and my husband forgot. We both forgot. We have turned into those people.
Was it your parents? Because it's always my parents that remind me that I have an
No!
anniversary.
Irony of hilarities. It was my brother-in-law who reminded my husband.
So funny. Her brother-in-law's not even married. How did he remember? Did something come up in Facebook that says remember the memory?
He has a calendar.
Oh, that's
a
so
calendar
sweet.
reminder. Me and my husband apparently don't even have calendar reminders. So it's hilarious. So my anniversary is October 3rd. And I'm at home because my husband has ordered a bike that requires a signature.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That was the day after we recorded.
Right. So he calls me at like noon. And I expect him, he's like, I'm thinking he's checking in to see if the bike has arrived. And, you know, he does ask me that, and he goes, by the way, do you know what today is? And I'm like,
I'm here for the bike. It's
I'm
bike
like,
day.
I'm like, it's Tuesday? And he goes, it's our anniversary. And I'm like, oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's so funny. And he goes, and then he starts getting, you know, my husband is great. He's like, I'm so sorry. I have turned into that husband. I forgot our anniversary. And I'm like, honey.
You're weighing the consequence. Should I tell him I forgot too?
No, I know. I'm like, honey, it's okay. I forgot too. I think he knew that by my response. And I'm like, honey, it's okay. We can celebrate this weekend. We still have yet to go out and celebrate because neither of us can decide what we want to do or where we want to go to dinner.
Is this a big one?
No, it's only,
Okay.
it's 8.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 8 years. We've been together 18 years, but this was our 8th wedding anniversary. And I'm like, honey, it's okay. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I'm good. And I'm like, no, he's not really crying, but he does feel very remorseful. He
She hears
felt
the sadness.
so remorseful, in fact, that my husband went to the knitting store.
Oh my goodness. Our favorite one?
Yeah, he went to Nifty Knitter because he
Whoa, my son.
and he bought me yarn.
Oh my god. He picked some great color.
Right. Well, he walked into the store. He's like, I know nothing about yarn. My wife knits.
Good answer. They'll show you.
Where do you point me to? And they're like, oh, who's your wife? And they're like, and he's like, it's Liz. Oh, we know Liz. Yeah. And so he bought me
Those
wool
are
myself. He picked the colors. He wanted fall colors.
So lovely. Look at that orange. Or is that the tag?
Yeah. So he bought me DK weight, which is good because I don't have a lot in DK.
Yeah, so true.
So
That's
yeah,
so
but I
cute,
do
too.
have a lot of patterns in DK, so this is awesome. And he bought me a beautiful yarn bowl.
Oh, how lovely.
So yeah, he's a keeper.
Yeah, he should forget things more often.
Which
That's
is funny because this was
beautiful.
actually, if my husband had probably thought about our anniversary and bought me a present like 3 weeks before, it probably wouldn't have been as nice of a present as I thought.
Minimal.
Yeah, that's it.
So who makes this?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
It's
But
beautiful. It's got cork little feet on it.
yeah,
So
it's
you
a
don't scratch
beautiful
anything?
yarn bowl though.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, and my beautiful Woolmeise
Oh,
yarn. And
that's
he's like, oh, if you don't like the colors, you can return it. I'm like, no, I'll keep the colors because they
They're
bought them. So
great.
now they'll, now when I make something of this, it'll remind me of our 8th anniversary.
Aw, that is sweet. Yay for him.
Yes, yay for him.
So my husband and I don't. Okay, so if you asked me or my husband when we got married, we'd say March on a Saturday. So our rule is the first Saturday that's in the 20s is our anniversary date. That's when we celebrate. My parents know when we got married. We had to move our wedding up significantly. It was like 2 weeks later when we found out we needed to change our date. So we were planned for 9, 10, 11. So it was September 10th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, that was the date we picked, and that's the date that always resonates in my head. But we got married in March. So yeah, we never remember, and it's on neither one of us, right? Like we're just like, it's a day.
Yeah, it's a day. So
March.
I literally, I sent I was like, once we both forgot, I sent my husband a calendar reminder, so it's now on both our calendars. So hopefully this does not happen again.
We'll get mid-March, and we'll be like, hey, is next Saturday in the 20s? I don't know. You check the calendar. Okay, no, it's the 19th. So we'll celebrate it next weekend. What do you want to do? So yeah, we're never one of those that are stickler for dates.
No, neither are we, obviously. But so yeah, so that's my funny story from last
awesome.
week.
That is awesome. So what did you make up for when you forgot his?
For what?
So he gave you that really nice.
Oh, I haven't
gift.
given anything.
She's like,
he got the bike. Okay, the bike I was at home to sign for. He got the bike.
that's awesome. Speaking of which, is it set up? Do you have a baby on it yet?
Yes, it has a seat and everything else. He does realize where he needs to buy a new bike rack on it because the one we have is too short. So where the seat sits, he kind of clips it. So we need to buy a new bike rack so he can put the child seat on it further back so he doesn't fall. But he got the bike, okay, which is way more expensive than my yarn.
fancy. But can you write it? Is it too big for you?
I haven't tried it yet. It'll probably be fine.
And can you attach something to pull older toddler?
Well, no, both kids fit in the seat.
No way.
Yeah, both
That's
kids
cool.
Both kids can fit in the seat. So yeah, but I'm thinking if we got a longer one, then maybe we attach 2 seats to it and then take
Just send one person out.
Just send one person out. Send
You
him
go on
out.
your adventure.
I'm gonna sit home.
I'm gonna
and
take a
knit
nap
and knit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay home and knit.
I need my knitting time.
So yeah, so he got the bike. He doesn't need anything.
Brilliant. You all win.
We all win. Plus, he's hard to shop for. My husband's impossible. He has to
Video
research
game.
everything. No, he buys
buys
them
them.
all immediately when they come out. He has to research everything. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but trying to buy somebody who wants to research everything something, no.
That's my husband too.
The couple of times I have bought him something, you just see that look on his face. It's like, oh, this is great.
That's nice.
But it's not the one I would have bought.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah. With my husband, there are certain things that he won't buy for himself, even though he wants it. So I have that option most of the time. And then I just make him stuff all the time. I'm knitting for something for my husband all the time.
You are.
I had no idea before I started knitting so much that he would love handmade knits so much. So with my mom, all she has to do is make cookies. And he's like, yay! Because his parents never made him cookies. It was always store-bought. So we discovered this at Christmas a couple years back. And we're decorating little sugar cookies. And he's like, this is so much fun. I was like, are you being facetious? Like, are you...
What? You're like,
are you
did ever
being
do
mean right now?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I've never done this before. I was like, no. What? You were 34 years old. This was years ago. And you've never decorated a cookie. No, these are delicious. These are the best cookies ever. I was like, they're sugar cookies made from Betty Crocker, right? The little orange book that we all have from the 70s. You've made these before. No, nobody's ever made me a cookie. These are delicious. So my mom has made him every cookie that she can think of because he loves every single one of them. And we always blame it on Malu. Malu wants some cookies. We're coming over because Molly wants some cookies.
Yeah,
and my mom knows it's for Sean. So she freezes everything she makes. She freezes a little bag just for Sean in the freezer so that he can thaw them, and it was like they're brand new. He's so excited.
He can thaw and bake them himself.
No, just thaw them. They're already baked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, they taste the same to me.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. And then I thought maybe he wanted to make cookies with Mom. No.
He just wants to eat them.
He just wants cookies. It needs to be made when he gets there. So I knit him stuff. Mom makes him cookies. He's the happiest man in the world.
See,
it's too
so
easy. Good. Yeah. Does your mother-in-law bake?
Oh yeah, my mother-in-law is a queen baker.
Yeah.
You're
like, I don't even bother baking.
I don't even bother.
Yeah, same here. Because my mom does it all.
I don't even bother. No, my mother-in-law is an excellent baker. She makes the best apple pie, apple crisp, cookies,
apple turnovers, apple everything. Because we have a lot of apples here in Washington.
Chocolate ganache, chocolate cake, bundt cakes, everything else. She makes all the cakes.
Does she love the British Bake Off?
Oh yeah, that show.
I love that show.
Yeah. No, she is the baker extraordinaire. I know I will have to pick up the mantle one of these years when Grandma is not here, but Grandma is still here.
She's alive and kicking.
Yes.
I've got 20 more years at least.
Yeah, Grandma can bake. So yeah, no, we get homemade cakes for everything.
You might have that overlap where your daughter takes over the baking.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Or your son.
Or my son.
Because they're young and spry.
Yeah.
I bet we could make it to your kids baking. This is even better. Just skip a generation. You don't even have to get in on it.
So we'll see.
So how do we instill that in Harper already? Let's
get
her measuring cups.
She likes to bake. No, she wants to help out. She knows how to turn my mixer on. And
excellent.
Oh no.
We've got to instill the happy in baking.
Oh no, she enjoys the baking. I don't mind the baking. I love cooking. I don't mind the baking. I hate cleanup.
Yep. That's the worst part.
If I could find somebody to clean up for me, because my husband's not the best cleaner up.
Oh no, we have that in our household. If I cook, he cleans.
Yeah.
best idea ever. I'm not very good at the if he cooks, I clean. I think I just don't like touching sponges.
I just don't like cleaning. So if somebody else would
it.
come in and clean for me,
Mm-hmm.
I'd bake all the time. Because baking takes
Maybe
a lot.
your second husband.
my second husband. Baking takes a lot more utensils. Like you end up dirtying between measuring cups and measuring spoons, and you have to put all the dry goods in one bowl, and then you mix all the liquids first. Yeah. No, too much stuff.
I hate that.
Yeah.
You have to get the liquids together and the dry. No, I don't do that. I know baking is a science.
I try not to do that, but there are some recipes where it's required.
But I thought I do keep things in the measuring utensil, right? And I sprinkle it in a little bit at a time for all the things, but I don't mix them all in one bowl because it's just one more thing to clean.
Right. Well, when you have a little kid helping, my daughter likes to help, like I said, it's easier to just put it all in the bowl. Yeah. In the two separate bowls.
And then she can be stirring something.
Yeah, and then she can be stirring, exactly.
Pretend to be doing something. Exactly. Busy yourself, little one. Does she crack eggs yet?
Oh, yeah. She's been cracking eggs for like a year.
That's awesome.
But then she stopped wanting to crack eggs because her hands got messy.
Yeah.
So.
But she does like washing her hands. Or is she past that stage already?
No, she likes washing her hands.
She'll be in the bathroom just running water, washing hands.
For like 20 minutes.
She's clean though. Yeah. You're never gonna say her daughter's dirty. Yeah. That doesn't exist for your daughter. Does she go through like lots of pairs of clothes? No, she doesn't. That's how I was. She doesn't. I was very clean like that. I change my clothes all the time. She doesn't change clothes all the time, but she's very good about cleaning her hands and wanting to clean her face and stuff after she's eaten. She's not going to be a stinky teenager. No. Let's hope. Let's hope. But there's still a lot of time between here and there. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited about your wool mizen. Do you have any ideas for your DK? Nope. I'm not even going to worry about it until after Christmas. Yeah. I was thinking I should probably look at some DK pretty soon, too. I still need to get yarn for my swap. Have you picked yarn for your swap? No, I need to go through my stash. And I was going to look through my stash. I was going to look through my stash for you, too. No, I really want to tie it to a specific moment for Luna Lovegood. And it makes me happy, so I was thinking that'd probably be the way to go. Because my swap partner she loves all colors. How about your swap partner? Does she also love all colors. Okay. And how's the rest of your box going? Are you done? Except for yarn? I'm pretty much done. I'm keeping it open for another week or two to see if anything strikes my fancy or stuff, but it will definitely be in the mail by the end of the month. That's my goal. Mine's going to be in the mail by Monday. Okay. Because I want to give it a month to get there. Yeah, and so I'm going to probably... And I need those 50 points. Because I feel like I'm going to be the slacker on my team. Oh, I'm already the slacker on my team, man. I've only gotten my team 10 points. I did 40 in the pre-rounds. Yeah, and you're not the slacker then. No, but I feel like people are just pulling things out. Like, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I guess I could have done a hat, because that goes fast. I don't think of fast knits. I just think of, oh, how does this sock fit in? Well, because that's what we've stated though. We don't do KALs to add to our knitting. We do KALs to help what we want to knit already. Get facilitated. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got our van back. Yes! Happy news. It still stalled on us unexpectedly, so I don't know if it's completely fixed. But we're gonna just take it one trip at a time. Not go too far for the first couple trips. I think we're just gonna go to Leavenworth a couple times before the winter sets in. Nice. We're getting new tires on Friday, so we should be hitting the road. Sean has Monday off, so we're gonna do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for our weekend next week. Oh, that'll be fun. So you won't see us until probably a week from when this comes out. Yes. Because maybe Liz can come over on a Thursday or something. Yeah, I should be able to swing that. And plus that gives me more time to finish my cowl. So yeah, my cowl should definitely be finished. It's going to be done, guys. It'll definitely be finished by then, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and I think that's the gist of what I know about knitting in my world. How about you? That's all I got. Right. Well, thank you for knitting with us. Thank you for enjoying a hot cup of tea in this fall time. and coming to Seattle and saying hi. You guys take care until we knit again. Bye.
Bye.